Okay, so you've done things similar to this. What you're going to be doing is taking this point, plugging it in, and see if it works or not. So -2 is your x, so it'll go in for x. And 5 is your y, so it'll go in for your y. Zoom that in a little bit. So I get 5 equals parenthesis -2 squared minus 4 times -2 plus 3. So step 1, plug it in. The next thing you have to do is make sure you show me all the work I want to see. -2 squared means -2 times -2. A negative times a negative is a positive. Now, if you decide to use your calculator for this, you have to make sure you put it in parentheses. Because when you go -2 squared, you get 4. But what I want you to see is if you go -2 squared, look what it tells you. That's different. I put this in parentheses, put it in parentheses. Now I want you to see that a negative times a negative gives you a positive. You got to show all this work that I'm showing. 4 plus 8 is 12, and 12 plus 3 is 15. But the problem is, it says 5. Does 5 equals 15? No, it does not. So the answer is no. I'll do one more of these. We'll do number 4. This goes in for x. -12 goes in for y. So I get -12 equals -3 times -1 squared plus 9 times -1. Now I need you to be careful because don't multiply first. Do your exponent first. -1 squared is -1 times -1, which is 1, times -3. Now multiply -3, multiply -9. -3 minus 9 is -12. That does equal -12. Notice the work that I'm showing. So yes, the point works. The next type of question I'm going to ask is tell me if this parabola, this quadratic, goes up or down. What you're going to do is you're just going to look at the a. The a is the number in front of the x squared. So it's ax squared. So whatever's in front of the x squared. If it's positive, it goes up. If it's negative, it goes down. Okay? And by that, you'll worry about what it looks like later. So let's literally start with the first one. So if you look here, you're going to have to identify a. A equals 1. It's positive. It's going up. Over here, number 6, it's negative. A equals -1. It's negative. It's going down. That's it. Okay? The next thing you're going to have to do is identify the y-intercept. The y-intercept is always told by the letter C. So remember when you did the quadratic formula, your a tells you if it goes up or down, but the C, the last number, is the y-intercept, and we'll talk about that when it gets to graphing. So I just look at the last value, which is 3. I write it as a point, and I'm good to go. The problem is here the last value is an x, but the x is with the b. So that means there's an imaginary plus 0. So that's 0, 0. Okay? Just finish the page for me, please. That's worth 2 points.